Hello, Aries. Welcome to your week ahead reading for June 10 to June 16, 2019. This is going to be for all the Aries in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Aries, I hope you're all doing fantastic. So let's see what you got going on in your week ahead. I hope it's great stuff. So let's see. Aries, the overall energy for your week ahead is you have faith, trust, unwavering confidence. This is your focus, your overall energy, faith. So you're focused on having faith, unwavering faith, and having a lot of confidence. What's around that is heart. That's clarifying this faith. And what's around heart is you have the clover. So Aries, you could be focused on a relationship or desire or passion of yours. And you could be focused on an opportunity or looking to get some sort of reward, or you're looking for for your luck to change. But in your week ahead, you are maintaining faith, or you may need to maintain faith and confidence and trust in whatever you're dealing with. So your focus, Aries, is you have the Ten of Swords and you have the Five of Coins. So you're dealing with some difficulties. This Ten of Swords is what's going on in your mind. You're dealing with a lot of difficulties and complications. You may be experiencing some sort of ruin, or you are fearing ruin. And with the Five of Coins, there is some sort of lack you are experiencing here, either in your money and finances, or you're experiencing some sort of lack in your circumstances where you may need some sort of help or support, or you may have been trying to figure out how to bring about some sort of change to whatever difficulties you're dealing with around perhaps your money and finances, or to do with work, or to do with a relationship, perhaps with home or family, or whatever you are feeling or experiencing a lot of complications or difficulties mentally, troubled by in your material physical world, Aries. And so I wanted more information on that, Aries, because wow, and fives, they can bring about change, but it is a difficult energy, and this is earth energy that you're dealing with. So with this Ten of Swords, this is you experiencing the worst that could happen, or believing that the worst is happening, or fearing the worst happening here with this Ten of Swords. This is, look at this person. He is feeling fucked up right now, okay? And when I see, this all this purple here, you may be feeling or thinking negative about your life, or your intuition may be off with what you're going through at this time, Aries. So I wanted more information on this Ten of Swords, and what came out is the Six of Swords and the Devil. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, Aries, is that you're having trouble with being able to come out of some sort of conflict, either in your mind or in a situation or with someone else or others, where you may feel some sort of constraints or restriction with the Devil here, where you feel perhaps stuck, or perhaps this is you not being able to get what you want in a situation with the Devil here. And so you're experiencing a lot of difficulties around this. But this feels like, it's possible you may not be able to get what you desire here, or what you want in a situation. Because underneath this, you do have the Tower. So you're experiencing some sort of uncomfortable shakeup. And underneath that tower, guess what? You have the devil here again. So yeah, you're experiencing some sort of uncomfortable shakeup, some sort of adversity where you find yourself feeling stuck in a situation. Um, you're experiencing some sort of obstacles. You may not have the freedom that you want in a situation. You may be experiencing a lot of fears. I mean, you do have the Ten of Swords here. And so, with this energy here, are you experiencing ruin? I mean, you do have this Five of Coins here. So, is something happening with your resources? I wanted to take a closer look at your Five of Coins here. And you do have the Knight of Swords and you have the Page of Cups. So, something abrupt happened. Like all hell broke loose here with this Knight of Swords. You see fire and brimstone. And something just came at you quick with this Knight of Swords. Now this could have been you, but it was around this Page of Cups, something that you may have been trying to create or perhaps trying to heal. But I feel like it may have been something you were trying to create and somebody cut that shit down for you, Aries. And so you're at a loss or you're experiencing lack because of it. Somebody communicated, and whatever that communication was, it was cutting and it affected you and what you were creating or what you're trying to create, to where, you know, it left you like this. It left you experiencing lack or at a loss. Now, this is either your finances being cut or whatever you were trying to create being cut. Now, this also could be, this could be about health. You could be worried about your health. And you could be experiencing a lot of difficulties and problems around your health and trying to change that around. Perhaps some news or communication comes in that's very abrupt and jarring for you about your health. And now you're trying to, hold on to unwavering faith and confidence to turn this around. And it's very upsetting, where you may be trying to focus on a reset, figure out how to release yourself, how to come out the adversity. You may be focused on trying to have create drastic changes now. Or you may be you're definitely experiencing a lot of anxiety here, but you want to figure out how to come out of this anxiety, how to get some freedom in this situation. And if this is a relationship, then you're experiencing some complications in a relationship. Perhaps a relationship has come to an end. Perhaps someone has communicated to you in an alarming way that this is just not going to work. And it's left you very upset, unhappy, perhaps even depressed, where you're not able to get what you want here. Something's being turned around on you, or you're not able to complete it here, Aries, or have the success you want here. And the reason why this is happening is because you have the Knight of Coins with the 10 of Cups. So if you take a look at these two horses, they seem to be in a tussle. So something isn't working. Something isn't working out. Okay? There's some complications with something that you're working on or something that you wanted to get done. Or perhaps you're having a struggle with getting some help with something. Or there's a struggle with something that needs help and assistance. But there's some sort of struggle here. There could be a struggle with your money and finances. There could be a struggle with responsibility or reliability in a situation. But there's a tussle here. There's a struggle. Okay? And with this Ten of Cups, there could be a struggle or something not working around something that you would have had fulfillment in if it was working or if you could get it done. Or there is a struggle or unfulfillment around something concerning home and family for you. And so, Aries, I wanted more information on this for you. And with the Knight of Coins, what came out is the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So you aren't able to get victory in something. You have received some resistance, I feel, from a Queen of Swords. Now, either you receive some resistance from a Queen of Swords, because I feel like this is two people. Maybe you and a Queen of Swords, you both are strong in your own right. And there's a struggle between the two of you where something's not going to get done or it's not going to work because of the struggle between you two. Okay? And it could be concerning family or a relationship. But whatever this is, there's a tussle between the two of you, and something's not working or it's not going to work or something's going to come to a stop. Or there's a problem with accountability or responsibility here. Now, if that's not what this is, then this could be you where you're not having victory or you're having trouble trying to figure out with this Queen of Swords and come up with a logical plan that's true for you, where you're able to stand in your truth and be fair and be able to cut through any nonsense that you're dealing with, so that you can have the victory or the recognition in the situation and get something done or get something completed or bring it into any struggle or strife or complication that you're dealing with in your circumstances. Excuse me. Somebody might be dropping a ball like I almost dropped this daggone card, Aries. But if this is around your finances, there may be a problem in your plan. And you may not have recognized it, or there was a lack of recognizing that your plan around your money and finances or whatever your goal is here isn't working. This Queen of Swords got some arrows being thrown coming at her here. So there's a problem with your plan, or something may not be exactly fair to you, or you may not feel something is being done fairly, or perhaps someone may feel you're not being fair for why with this Knight of Coins something is being held up or coming to a stop or not progressing. And so with this Ten of Cups, I wanted to see more about this. And you have the Star, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius or have this energy in your chart. But with the Star here, I feel that this was around something that you wanted to have granted to you, that you wanted to perhaps heal, or you wanted to see wish fulfillment around, or that you had hope for. But it feels like it's something that you wanted granted to you, that you wanted to receive with this energy of the Star around this Ten of Cups. And so there's a problem with you being able to have something granted to you, a problem with you being able to have wish fulfillment, a problem with you being able to have something healed or even restored. Okay? Or you may have an issue in confidence here. I'm picking up an issue with confidence. And so what's coming towards you, Aries, is you do have this Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Page of Swords is young energy, but this page seems to be considering, or seems to it's as if with this Page of Swords you've come to a new consideration. You may have had two choices to consider, and perhaps some news is coming in where you have two options to choose from. But whatever this is, with this Page of Swords, this could be concerning a child. This could be concerning a new consideration. This could be concerning some news that's coming in. This is about you having a consideration And this consideration could be you wanting to move away from the situation. You're trying to think of how to move away from the situation. Or there's some news that comes in, and as a result of this news, you are focused on how to take action to have movement in the situation and recover or have restoration, or how you can present a new idea or thought or plan to either resurrect the situation or to bring an end to your problems and difficulties that you're dealing with. So I wanted to see more on this Page of Swords, and with that Page of Swords, you have the High Priestess. Now, I also feel with this Page of Swords, it's like whatever these issues or problems you're dealing with, you kind of knew or were what you're aware, Aries, I feel, of you were aware of the potential difficulties and problems, or that there was a chance for lack here, or you were aware of the changes that either are happening or were coming in. Now, either you are what's coming in now is you are realizing that something isn't the right time, or you knew that this time was coming with the High Priestess here, Aries. And so you still want to take action and have movement, but you're considering how to go about that. I feel that you may not exactly know what to do, either with some news that comes in, or you don't know what to consider in order to move away from some changes you either may be resisting, or what you're not happy with, or not able to bring change to, that for something that you want to see happen, that you are having unwavering faith and confidence in, or you're putting a lot of trust into. It feels like something you're trying to resurrect, perhaps, for some of you. Now, what's coming towards you, Aries, is you do have this Knight of Swords with the King of Coins. Now, with the Knight of Swords, this is you trying to come up with a plan and think about and consider the action to take. You're trying to think of what is the plan, what is the course of action to carry out to bring about the events you want to see happen in these circumstances that you're dealing with, either to resurrect the situation, to avoid ruin, or to recover from some sort of ruin that you are experiencing. But you definitely are trying to see how to either make some changes or maybe even avoid some changes. But I feel like whatever this is, these are things that you were aware of all the while. But you are considering, and you may have a couple of options that you're weighing up. And you may be trying to determine which option you want to go with before you make a move. And so, with this being how you're going to handle what's coming towards you, with this Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles, you certainly are looking at what your plan is going to be. But the caution with the King of Swords is you want to make sure that you're not being too hasty or irrational or abrupt and reckless. But you want to do things with diplomacy intact in your logic and plan and thinking in order to bring about the desired result. And you do intend to do that with this King of Coins because he's the master of his suit. He has the Midas touch. Whatever he wants to build or create, he's successful at creating and manifesting because he is a planner. He's very detailed. He is able to pay attention to the details. But also, this King of Coins can also be very stubborn and inflexible and not open to change. So I wanted to clarify the Knight of Swords and get more information. And with the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, which is the vampire. So I feel like you're focused on something that you either want to put to rest or you are trying to figure out how to get peace of mind in a situation that you are experiencing some changes in or having trouble adapting to, having trouble making changes with, experiencing some struggle with getting something done, or how to take responsibility, accountability for something so that you can have fulfillment, or as it has to do with family. But there's something you want to be able to attain here and perhaps have peace of mind. And again, this could be around a relationship or opportunity, or this can have something to do with health. And so, Aries, your outcome here is you do have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords. And so, with these energies, this is you experiencing disappointment, emotional disappointment, okay, that you are at a loss. You may even feel a little depressed. And it's because with this King of Swords, you may not have been able to execute your plans, or, you may have had clouded judgment. You may have not communicated clearly or expressed yourself in whatever you're dealing with here. You may have not been true to yourself in a situation and stood in your truth. For others of you, I feel that this is about you needing to be able to adapt to things that are changing that you may not be happy with, and try to see the opportunity in a situation and have faith and confidence that the changes that are happening, whether in a relationship, a situation, or in your finances, or whatever this is around for you, that there's an opportunity here, or something good can come of it, or to just trust the process. And so I wanted more information for you, Aries, on this Five of Cups. And what came out is the Six of Cups. So you may have trouble with trying to reconcile a relationship or something or someone from the past. You may be having trouble with finding emotional balance or emotional contentment with the situation, or something to do with family or your finances or with your health. With the Six of Cups here, you may be having an issue with being able to let something go, You could be experiencing some sort of nostalgia. But there is some emotional imbalance and the lack of being able to reconcile something or come up with some sort of satisfactory conclusion that makes you happy here. And I wanted more information for you on this King of Swords. And so you had two cards that came out, which were the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And so with sevens, by the way, the sevens talk about discovery, understanding, wisdom, and options. And so I feel that what's going on here with this King of Swords is that there's an issue around the lack of options, or only having a limited or no alternative, or just an alternative, or not happy with an alternative, or not clear on an alternative, or there's some sort of confusion with the options or the alternative. And as a result, it's as if, Aries, that you don't have any options. But not only do you not have any options, you also can't do anything about the what is presented to you as an option, if there's an option available. Because with this Seven of Wands, the Mummy, is like you don't have a fighting position. It's like you're not in position to defend yourself. It's as if you're out of options, or what's available to you is not enough for you to be able to resist. It's like you can't resist the alternative. I don't know if this is because you're not speaking up, because with the King of Swords is not expressing. He's holding the sword in his hand, but the sword is held downward. Are you being kept from being able to express yourself? But there's a lack of expressing yourself, or there's a lack of clarity, or there's a lack of being able to execute your plans. Now, it's possible you could be dealing with someone in authority, and this could be why. But whatever you're dealing with here, whether this is a relationship, or you're dealing with someone in authority, or this is to do with money, or work, or home, or family, or your health. Perhaps there's information you receive about your health and you don't really have alternatives that you can stand on, or run with. So what side of this are you on? But whatever this is for you that you're struggling with, or you are not happy with, or you're feeling depressed about, yes, faith is important, trust is important, and unwavering confidence is too. But what I say for you to consider here in this, Aries, is that you got to ask yourself, when it comes to your faith and what you're choosing to have faith in, one, are you choosing wisely what to place your faith into? And two, is what you are putting your faith in perhaps maybe attached to something that's not worthwhile? So let's take a look at what your guidance is. You do have three cards that came out. Do focus on how to recover, because do know with the Five of Cups, there is the ability to change. what's going on, but it with the Five of Cups, it first starts with you changing how you feel about what's going on here. So with your guidance, you do have Moth, surrender now. So for some of you, Aries, as this guidance resonates, whatever this is for you and pertaining to, and this particular guidance resonates, this is something that you need to just surrender and have faith and trust and confidence in the universe to support you, or to have faith and surrender and release this and not try to force your will in the situation, and surrender now. The other guidance is Parrot Spirit, watch your words. So Aries, what are you saying to yourself and what are you saying to others? Be mindful of that, because what you say to yourself can you can be your own worst enemy and your own worst critic. And by doing that, you can be your own worst self-saboteur. Also, what are you saying to others? Because what you say to others could also help or harm you. So be mindful about what you're saying with regard to what you're dealing with here. Because what you say to yourself or to others could be something that could hurt you or hurt others or bring change to your conditions in a way that causes more harm than good, or more struggles than you should have to be confronted with. And you also have the chameleon spirit, act as if. So with this energy of the chameleon spirit, I feel that with this guidance, this is talking about there's a need for you to figure out how to fit in. If this is changes that you're feeling sensitive to and having trouble adapting to, there's a need for you to fit in, to do as you see others are doing until you're able to fit in, to focus on having or maintaining harmony while you adapt, to come into harmony in your environment and with others. But while you do so, keep your own integrity, but figure out to find how to find balance for yourself and in your circumstances as you do so. And act as if. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.